All right, my homies, welcome to the Mile High Hotspur. My name is LeoCoys, and I'm joined by my homie Logan, Colorado Rapids fan, my homie. And today he's gonna help me out with this live stream. I've talked about it a few times on the channel that I want to do something on a weekly basis, and I'm gonna try and incorporate as many opinions, as many type of just different type of point of views. And Logan is for sure going to be a mainstay, a staple of hopefully in episodes to come. But for sure, he's getting the debut today, and I appreciate you joining me, Logan. How are you doing, my homie?
Very good. Thank you for the introduction. Uh, it's tax season. I'm a tax accountant, so work's been hectic, but I make time for the PIDs on Saturdays and
Oh,
even after work.
let's go. Yeah, man. I mean, in the I know you don't like to hear it, but in the Tottenham universe that I belong to, with the YouTube and stuff, it's very, live streaming and doing shows like this is very prevalent, bro. Even in different Premier League clubs and even in some MLS clubs. So this is definitely something that I want to do. Just for the homies, bro, the people that wanna engage and people that want to talk about the pitties, on either a Wednesday night, on a Thursday night. And yeah, I mean, apart from the taxes and stuff like that, bro, it's definitely MLS season and Rapid season, and we're 2 games into the MLS season. Very small sample size of that we have to go off of, but we do have some talking points, my homie. I just wanted to say, off the bat, we did win. We tied 3-3 against Dallas. But one of the biggest things that we could take away, homie, from that game was, we see it right there. Hoffa was able to get the goals going, was able to get his account opened, and he did so, in a good manner, my homie. A nice being there for a poacher's goal from the cross from Laraz, and not only that, the header. When a striker is getting a header, that means he's getting himself into a good position, and that's what you want to see from your striker. Logan, what's your opinion on Hoffa getting a brace and just kind of how we were talking behind the stage, just getting the account going?
Sure. I really love the performance from Navajo. In the first game in St. Louis, we saw him really playing more of almost like attempting to play a false nine and just being behind the ball a lot. And he recovered a lot of balls, but we just didn't have support there for him when we went high up. And as everybody knows, that game ended with no shots on goal. Um,
That's
you
right.
see both of
I forgot
Navarro's,
about that, homie.
yeah, you see both of Hoffa's goals in this last game. He's in a great position. Um, I think even if that cross isn't deflected from Laraz, I think it gets to Navajo and he makes something of it, or he gets a shot on goal that can be scooped up by anybody else. Um, the play with Mihailovic to Laraz to Navajo on the equalizing goal at the end, it's just a beautiful play. I mean, we want to see that building up through the
Team
middle.
goal, homie.
Yeah,
That was a
it's a
good team
great
goal.
team.
Not just how you said the positional play and the finish from Hoffa, but you touched on it a little bit, bro. The build-up play to that.
Yeah, Ollie's run into the box there from the midfield was perfectly timed, perfectly into the space. And if we keep serving those balls up into the box, Navajo's gonna hit 20 goals this year, if not more.
Yeah, yeah. But I think we're. I mean, I don't want to speak for most Rapids fans, but I think a lot of us Rapids fans don't know exactly what we have with Hoffa, because Hoffa is a good all-around player, bro. Not only is he good at poaching them goals, being there at the right time at the right place, but a lot of our defense and a lot of our pressing, a lot of what Chris Armas wants to do. Um, we need to have the energy that Hoffa brings, bro. The ability to press, and then when he wins the ball, the ability to not only do that, but hold the play up as well. wait sometimes for his support to come in and dish it back off to players like Cabral on the right, or even whoever's out on the left at times.
I agree. I mean, he's not a super unique striker in his play style, but he's not a all around striker, if that makes sense. Like, he's got
Yeah.
keys to his game, or he has, yeah, like some aspects of his game are really great. The pressing is one. I feel the poaching in the box is another. I mean, a lot of his goals last year came off a rebound or a block by a goalie or by a defender. And he's just there and he can make the finish one touch.
Yeah, I enjoy watching Hoffa score, bro. Um, I think it needs to happen more this season. And one thing that will happen one thing that we do need in order for that to happen, and you definitely hit the nail on the head with the hammer, is just get the service to Hoffa. If you get him the service, is he a tall person? I mean, he could get up there for the headers, bro. But I mean, like,
He can
just give
jump. He's got hops.
and he'll get it. Yeah, he's got that jump man on him, bro. So
Yeah.
he's got the jumping in him. You're right. You're right, bro. Yeah, crucial to get your number 9 some goals right away, bro. Like that's just what you want, and especially on the home opener. Big up, Nick. We have Nick, the homie, big up, homie. Just drop by to hit the like and see you at the Cauldron. Big up, round table talk. This is the homie from he would be in KC. I don't want to say he lives in Kansas, but I think he lives like on the somewhere
Yeah,
around there on the
Missouri
border,
side,
something like
maybe.
that. Yeah. But I definitely want to make the trip to KC this time again. And if we do, I definitely will make time to go see you, my homie. Big up to the round table talk. Yeah, bro. Like I wanted to say, for a striker, you definitely want to get the goals, and I want to continue with that and kind of go on to say, if we're going to be getting half of the service, we seen it this game. Oliver Laraz, bro, is going to be one of those players that's going to be key in getting not only the ball moving from the defense upwards, but from there to the final third. Can I just ask, bro? What are your opinions on one Oliver Laraz? Statistically, and speaking about the ratings, he's been one of our best players thus far. You know what I mean? I want to get your opinion on that, and also too, like, how important is he going to be coming, moving forward?
For sure. I think Ollie, when he first signed, I was skeptical, as I mean, I usually am with homegrown signings. A lot of them in draft picks and whatnot, a lot of them turn out to be busts. But last
Yeah.
season, Ollie for sure won over my approval or support. I mean, he passes the eye test for sure. He plays with heart and he doesn't quit. Which one I think the fan base the last 5 years has been looking for or wanting, and two, it leads to great stats. I mean, he has a few components that make him a good player. His shot is good. He has a vision for the game, and I think it's improved as he's gotten more experience. I mean, early in his tenure here, he would receive the ball and have an easy pass, but wouldn't know it's there, and he would lose it, or he would play it backwards just to be safe. When he had a great opportunity to send it forward or whatnot. But I like the way he's shaping up. I mean, I hope he stays in Colorado a while. I don't know what his current contract is. I
Let's
believe
find
we
out,
have him
bro.
for at least another year after the season.
Let's find out right now, my homie. Where you at? Where you at? Is he even? Why
I
is
think
he
if we
not
were to
even
go
on?
and sell him, they would have to be for a lot, like Bombito level cash. Otherwise, it's a
Bombito left
blunder.
for 7 mil. It says. Why is it not showing? He's not on transfer market. That's crazy. But they have Ali Fadel and all these other new
Oh,
dudes.
really?
Yeah, they have Josh Atencio, Theodore Pietro. Maybe they know something that we don't know, homie. Oh no. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, so we were kind of talking a bit about Oliver Laraz backstage. And for those of you that are watching this, I'm gonna try and zoom in um, on what we were kind of really talking about. And I was pointing out to the well, I guess not pointing out, but I was basically telling Logan how when our first match, our first MLS match, when we played against St. Louis, he was used more as a double six. Would you agree with that, my homie, or no?
Yeah, for sure.
It looked like in that two in a 4-2-3-1 that we played against St. Louis, it almost looked as if he was part of that double pivot with Josh Atencio, who we definitely will talk about a different day because that been balling out as well. But I feel like that game, Chris Armas went a bit more defensively, and that kind of made that kind of held him up a bit, Oliver Laraz. And let me see, where was I at with that earlier? Bear with me, my homies, trying to get used to this. So this is going to be this was our starting lineup on the right side here. Hope you guys could see that well. And it was a back four with a double six in John Atencio, Josh Atencio, and Oliver Laraz. And then we had a three midfielder. We had a Georgie in the 10 with Bassett on the left and Cabral on the right. Now, that's a big difference. That's the same lineup, just a different formation, Logan. And I say, bro, bear with me while I do this. I'm going to go back. So that was the lineup when we played against St. Louis. Now I want to go to the lineup when we played against Dallas on the weekend, and we'll see the difference in in formation. And I think for me that made the difference, bro. And it obviously did as far as our shots were concerned, because for the first for the first games, for the first MLS game and the second cup game, we didn't have no shots whatsoever. So here is the lineup from our match against Dallas. And like I said, the back four with a three in the midfield and then your three up top. And it was, again, the same lineup, just a different formation. How how key, like I said earlier, how key is Oliver Laraz going to be, bro, for what the Rapids are trying to do? Because I even said as a hot take to one of my homies in a chat that I'm going to go out on a limb and say, for me, homie, if the Rapids are going to have a good season, I think we're going to rely more on Oliver Laraz uh, than Cole Bassett. Now I know that's a crazy, that's a blatant statement to say, but that's just how much, from what I've seen, how you said all the things you said about Oliver Laraz, passes the eye test, showing improvement, does all the things you want to see that he's doing, and he's been improving. And the way that I feel like our midfield is going to go now, again, this is just my opinion, bro.
Yeah.
It's a good problem for Chris Armas to have. To have, and that to throw it in, bro. We brought in Josh Atencio to add more into that midfield, where players like Georgie Mahai, players like Cole Bassett last season, every game touched every blade of grass, and he's not going to be doing that this season, bro. I
Yeah.
Laraz
I
is
mean,
going
yeah, the load management and I mean that's going to come into play. It came into play last season,
to
obviously, with
did.
the last 5 or 6 games. Um, and yeah, I mean, having more depth in the midfield is going to help a ton. I mean, we had Georgie out was it for the playoffs essentially last year?
Yeah, he was out for a good run throughout the season, and then we did end up missing him a couple of games there in the
Yeah.
end.
Um, and Bassett out at the end. I mean, that just
At the
killed
end,
our steam. But I mean, if we keep those guys healthy, they're key parts of the squad. Ollie has been healthy I don't know if he's ever been out on injury, to be honest, missed the game on injury. Like he's at least been on the bench. Um, Atencio, I feel I'm not sold on him yet, but it might just be new team jitters in a sense. Like I feel like in St. Louis we saw a lot of careless passes from him, um, that we lost the ball, and we saw that a little bit in the away leg of LAFC in
Yeah,
Conca
yeah,
Champions. Or against Dallas at home, though he performed better. I feel. I mean, the team in general performed
in general.
better, and I mean
Yeah.
we were in a more of an attacking mindset. Definitely.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to kind of show the comparison in both of the formations, because it had such a big difference to do with the way we played our game. You know what I mean? And on the same side, bro, like on the flip side, we also seen how we went a bit more attacking. How without that and I keep saying double six. I would hope I would assume that's what it is when you play that that
Yeah,
four
yeah,
two
yeah,
three. Um, our back four suffered by not having that against Dallas. We let in 3 goals, and one thing, bro, that I mean, when we talk about our defenders, the 3 goals that they let in, bro, were like point blank shots right there that are like high percentage shots that you're always gonna make.
yeah.
So these first of all, I mean, I just want to say Dallas carved us up for those goals, homie. Honestly, so
Oh, dude, yeah. I
um,
mean, looking at their first half goals, it seemed like we just. I mean, they scored 2 goals in the first 35 minutes or so. We did so. That's a great thing, and it seems like they thought the half was over. I mean, especially the second Dallas goal. I thought Ian Murphy didn't cover it well, but
Swiss
there was
cheese, homie,
no.
carved us up.
Yeah, I mean there was no attack on the pass through, or no contention on the pass through.
Yeah.
So I mean, and it's new season, new back center backs. I mean, they're just gonna have to get used to the altitude and everything.
Yeah.
The new roster.
Yeah. And I think just like you said that, bro, I think that's another reason why we've seen Atencio come off in the second half. One, because he's probably not um up to what we need him to run all game. Let's just be
Yeah,
real. I mean, throughout the first half, he's doing a lot of running, bro. He like that heat map that I showed you at the beginning.
yeah,
He's running, bro. He's playing that box to box six good, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I like seeing Josh Atencio as well as Oliver Laraz. The first thing they do when they pick up the ball, Logan, is they turn around and they look for either the forward pass, or they're not afraid. Oliver Laraz and Josh Atencio, they don't look afraid to take on their defender, and they look press resistant if a bit. You know what I mean?
yeah. I agree. I agree. Press resistance, a great description.
Yeah, press resistant because they look comfortable. And I'll be the first one to admit, my homie Greg, when we're at the game, I we sit there and chat all game long, and I tell him, bro, like I didn't notice how technical Oliver Laraz can be.
For
Like
sure.
he's got some feet on him, homie, and I didn't know that. And so for me, that makes a player a bit more valuable, right? You're like I said, press resistant, bro. You can get the ball, turn real quick. You either have to beat your man or you're gonna get a nice pass. And for me, that's just a good quality to have. Big up, Austin. We have the
Yeah, what's
Scruffinator up in here. What's up, boys? Big yourself up, my homie. Hope you're doing well, brother. So yeah, for me, like I said, bro, it's a bit of a hot take. I don't know how hot of a take it is, but I just feel that like maybe they're going to be using Cole Bassett in a different role, and that's probably gonna allow us to be more flexible in that midfield, which, like I said, is a very good problem to have if you're Chris Armas.
yeah? What have you thought? No, let's read this.
Yeah. Okay. My hot take: Keegan Rosenberg should have been cut, not extended. I get he's our captain, but he's always seems to step behind. Always seems to step behind, and he's always going to get older. Gabriel Peck exposed our fullbacks last year. Yo, First of all, my homie, big yourself up. Thank you for stopping by. Always supporting the channel. I appreciate you, my homie. Um, my homie, we kind of talked about this the other day, Logan, didn't we?
Yeah.
A bit. We kind of touched on it a bit, and I told you my thought on why we. I was shocked to see that we gave Keegan such a long contract, but I mean, like I said, it's probably circumstantial. We don't know the circumstances, so we don't know why, or what the circumstances are. So, um,
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think
I
about the
could
hot take?
see, I could, I can realistically see in a year or two, one, if our fullback depth is better, because I think he might be our best option at the left right now, and that's not great. But um, I could see him becoming
That's a good point.
like a Drew Moore role when he came back for his second tenure here, being a closer defender. And Keegan can do that when we switch to a back five or just go in for tired legs. And we don't know his contract value. At least I don't believe the contract values are out yet. Um, yeah, I mean it seems like a the club is serving him well personally, and we don't have somebody that will immediately replace him in the roster. I think if we did, it might have been a different story. Um,
Yeah, it's a
However,
good
and
point,
it's a
homie. That's
locker
a
room
very good
decision
point.
as well. You know, he's our captain. But I mean,
It's a good point.
it's a valid thing to look at. There is, should we have cut him?
Yeah. Yeah, and then 3 years. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but three years is a lot of time football wise. You know what I mean? Speaking
Yeah,
in football terms. And you kind of made a good point, bro. Is right now we don't really have anybody better to play that left back, and he's playing out of position right now at
yeah.
left back. Because Reggie Cannon is deputizing there at the right back's position. Um,
And
yeah,
he's
bro.
31. He'll be 32 in December. So I mean,
Yeah.
I guess he's freshly 31.
Yeah, and the homie makes a good point. I mean, the skipper, you got the skipper tag on you, you're the captain. I mean, every football club goes through that eventually, right? You see your captain. What's the proper way to send him off, I guess, would be the best way to ask that. But yeah, like I said, circumstantial things. And you just nailed some pretty good facts, bro. Right now, we really couldn't afford to um,
To have a
assume we're going to have
vacancy
something.
there, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
well,
hopefully
that's that.
he can mentor some of the younger fullbacks. Yeah, I mean, when he was younger, he was always in the right spot. Or he was a great defender. I'm thinking like the 2016, 2017 seasons, he was crucial in the squad. Um, so, I mean, yeah, hopefully he can provide some experience for the back line. Not only experience in the fullback positions, but just MLS experience for some of the younger guys.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I mean, time will tell, bro. Time will tell. You never know. I mean, I keep faith that my homie Jackson Travis is gonna come through and end
Uh-huh.
up start getting that number one spot. But he's got to go through Sam Vines and I guess as well Keegan Rosenberry too. But I'm still holding on faith, my homie. Let's talk about Ian and Cheeto because these are two players that have hit the ground running, my homie. And I mean, I feel comfortable saying that. I mean, I know that we got carved up a bit for our 3 goals, but again, bro, like I said, a lot of what's going on right now is, and it might be an excuse, but it's circumstantial, bro. First couple of games for these guys under their belt, both of them, not just one. So you're getting a new center back pairing coming into your team, adjusting to new life. No green chili yet for Cheeto. No green chili yet for Cheeto, but um, homie, hopefully they're getting adjusted to the high altitude quick. And and the way Chris Armas wants to play, bro, these players have taken to it, and the fans have taken to the players as well, bro. Can I get your initial thoughts on however you want to do it, either or both of them?
Sure, man. Well, I'll start with Cheeto. Man, he's great. He's a aerial threat. He's just clearing balls that we needed to clear last year, you know.
Yeah.
And he's doing a great job of pressing when he needs to press and cutting passes when he needs to cut passes. Yeah, I mean, Cheeto's going to be a valuable part of this team, and hopefully for a while. Yeah, I think he's a great signing. Juaners would say he was a sleeper, but I know the first day that the news came out, he was hyped for him already. So I was a little ignorant on that, but he's been great. And with Ian, I'm going to reserve judgment on Ian. I think he's playing well, but not great. He's not playing great. Whereas Cheeto's been playing great, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Cheeto has been a cut above, but I mean, considering, like I said, adding all the factors in, there's room for improvement, of course,
Yeah.
but they're filling in some heavy roles, bro. We got rid of Lawless Abubakar. I don't want to say got rid of, but we're not with Lawless Abubakar is not with us anymore. Neither is Moise Bombito, who left at the during last season.
Yeah, in the summer.
But that's still like a fresh gap that we're still trying to figure out. And then to add in, myself personally, I don't know what's really going on behind the scenes with Andreas Maxu, if how much time he's going to be getting here soon. But it's good to know that at least we have competition for these guys, And then Michael Edwards as well is right there getting some minutes when he's getting called upon. So
Yeah.
it's good to know that, apart from the players that we had last season, we've added, in my opinion, a bit of better quality, bro. Better quality.
Yeah, compared to the end of the season last year, our back line is looking good. I think when we had Bombito, it was as good as we could kind of imagine at the time. But I feel that this back line will concede less goals than last year.
Yeah.
And that's not too difficult, but I could see us conceding 10 less goals than we did last year.
Yeah, homie. I agree, bro. I could agree. Oh, you know what? I just wanted to add, at the Banshee when I seen you there for the event that they had.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I asked well, I had asked Kevin Cabral, how I asked him how if he sets goals or whatever for himself. But then afterwards, I had seen him when he was coming back to take the pictures and stuff, and I told him, I said, "Bro, so realistically, how what do you think? What kind of numbers are we talking?" And he says he feels comfortable, bro. He wants to do at least 20 goals and assists combined, bro. What you got to say about that?
He's got to be more clinical, but I mean, it's possible. He's got the pace to do it, like to just get into dangerous situations. I was looking back at the replay of FC Dallas game, and there was a ball that was sent in probably like towards the penalty spot, and he was a little bit near post of it, and he just ripped one first touch, and that's not something we would have seen from him 2 seasons ago.
Yeah. Well,
it just went wide. It would if it was on target. I think it gets through because it was just a rocket.
Right before the end of the first half.
Yeah. It was right at the end. I was over on the north side of the stadium getting ready for the pizza French fry relay at that point, but I saw it in the replay.
You were in that joint?
Yeah, dude, we won. Look, I won these Dale ski goggles.
Go, what? Bro, get me signed up for some shit like that. What the fuck?
Bro, all right, next time I see him at the tailgate, I'll call you over.
Yeah, homie, what's up, bro? Get me on that joint. Get me out there on the getting everybody to laugh at me, homie.
If they do the bubble soccer again, we got to get you in there.
Oh, fuck no, homie.
Half of it's just
I'll be
hitting
running
your
little kids over, homie.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey,
Get
no, but the
some
reason I
really
wanted
drunk
this
guy to and run him over.
to go against him,
Yeah,
yeah, I quit drinking when I go to the Pids games just because I like to be on point, homie. You know what I mean? I
dude,
just
I
stay
get it.
busy.
It
I
was
stay
nice
busy, but
this last game. I didn't. I mean, I drank, but I didn't get really drunk. I mean,
yeah,
I hardly got drunk at all actually in the stadium. Kind of because I
yeah,
was going to be in that halftime entertainment, so I wanted to be on point.
yeah,
But it's good to
yeah.
have some, sober
Of
games
course,
of the
homie. Of
day.
course. Don't get me wrong. I definitely, there's times where I do love to indulge, but when I'm alone with my daughter too, I just take it easy.
Oh, for sure.
But the reason I wanted to say that about Kevin Cabral is because we're talking about Ian and Cheeto, and what I've noticed from these two players is they're not afraid to try and ping that ball over the last defender onto Kevin Cabral, and it's only a matter of time until they figure that out, bro, and they
For
figure
sure.
out exactly how much weight they need for those balls and just getting each other's rhythm, bro. Both Cheeto and Kevin and Ian and Kevin, because I've noticed they both like to send those pinged balls over to him, and we've seen it all game against St. Louis. It just didn't bear any fruits, bro. But as soon as those start to land, um, like you said, we're starting to we saw a little bit of Kevin's game that we didn't see last season, and I'm fairly confident in saying if we can get service to Kevin out wide on those, and then you're going to rely on your big man up there at top to get a service from Kevin Cabral to bang in those headers, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, he's just got to create chances, and they'll be finished
Yeah,
with the
if you build it, they will
midfield
come,
and the
homie.
forwards that we have.
Yeah, yeah. Cheeto for sure, but like I said, Cheeto for sure. Like you said too, I've grown to enjoy watching him play a lot more. Not like I don't enjoy watching Ian, but like you said, Ian's got a couple of wrinkles that he needs to iron out still. Both him and Cheeto do. The whole squad does. It's still early on,
Yeah,
but
early season.
yeah, it's still early on, my homie. Still early on.
We'll
What
see.
about our
We'll
chances?
see. No, sorry. I was gonna say with
No,
this
no, go
center
ahead, go
back
ahead.
pairing, we almost see a Batman and Robin sort of duo here. I mean, Cheeto's
Oh, wow,
a
that's
little bit
lovely.
older and a little bit
Hmm.
more experience, and they
Hmm.
both came from Cincinnati. I mean,
Yeah.
if Maxu's out the door, or if he's just not playing well in practice, we might see this pairing more than half the games this year.
I think we are,
And
bro. I
I'm
mean, I think
confident.
that's
And
our
I'm
center back
comfortable with
pairing. Yeah. Have you heard anything about Maxu? Is he injured or what's the
I
deal?
mean, the official report is that he's injured. I forget what the injury was, and I haven't heard any rumors in the rapid sphere, to steal your
Yeah, the
term.
Rapids here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
You haven't heard anything. All right. Well,
I
yeah,
mean, we
you heard
know
it here, folks.
he had interest in the off season, but I don't, you know, it seems as though it fell through.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what is he, a Danish international? I mean, he's not just some ordinary center back. I mean, he's got some prestige to him. Came from Burundi in out there in Europe. So yeah, I mean, players like him, bro, they deserve to play in Europe. I'm not gonna lie, but I
Yeah,
mean, if you're gonna not be able to get your spot even in the Rapids team, you might just need to take a piece of humble pie and just show up to practice and show up on Saturdays when you're called upon.
yeah. I mean, the original off season rumor was that there was interest from the Saudi league, or maybe it was Turkey. Um, which I thought was kind of out of left field, but it was almost like with him being a DP last year, I was kind of hoping rooting for it in a sense because it would free up budget and free up the DP spot for
Yeah,
a winger. Hopefully, Teddy is gonna patch that winger hole on the left that we have, or add some threat to the wing position that we've kind of not seen all the time in every game. Anyway, we
I
can move
agree,
on.
homie. No, 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 no. I agree. Because there our squad is how can I word this? In some positions, our squad is definitely ready and capable to withstand this whole season. But there's some positions where we have left ourselves very short, and we could have reinforced on the left hand side, of course, bro. You know what I mean? With an out and out winger or left mid, because right now, you said hopefully Teddy could fill that gap in. I don't know much about him, homie, but from what I've seen, he's more of like a cam. You know what I
Really.
mean? Now is versatile. He is versatile and able to play as an attacking midfielder to either side. But I mean, at that point, it would just be better to have a an out and out. For me, Calvin Harris is I like Calvin Harris, but he's always on the right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody gets interest from. I think even Loginho here would get some interest from the Saudi league.
I thought about it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, bro, this weekend, the Piddies have would you say it's a tough game, bro, against Austin?
I'm hopeful, not very nervous, but also like tactically keeping my expectations low. I think we can pull a point out of this fairly easily. If the team shows up. Um, and if we can be a threat on the wing, I think we can come away with a win.
Yeah, a tough place to go to as well, I would assume, bro. The Austin and their fans have really taken to the team and their environment. You know what I mean? Their supporters section as well is pretty loud, pretty vocal. Seems like their stadium environment, from what I see, you know what I mean, could make for a nice environment. You know what I mean? A nice ruckus environment. Um, Let me see here. Uh, It says it says they're 55% to win, and we're 21% to win.
That's like the betting odds.
Let me yeah, let me pull that up, bro. Hold on one second. Da-da. I need to get a little bit more efficient at this. I said I want to do a weekly stream, bro, and just do like a recap and a preview or something like
Yeah.
that. But I mean, the more I do it, the more I'll get the hang of it and just
Maneuver everything better, quicker.
yeah, maneuver everything around and just have shit ready to go and stuff like that. But no, basically this just Google just these are Google odds here, 55 to Colorado with the draw. Um I think it's gonna be a tough game, bro, if you ask me. I really do.
What sticks out to you?
That my Wi-Fi is pretty low and I think it's going bad. Uh Hold on. No, just like I say, bro, playing I think the Rapids are going to struggle away
Yeah.
all season, homie. Not all season, but until we um I think the Rapids are going to struggle away until Chris Armas finds out the the perfect balance. When to play the 4-2-3-1, when to play the 4-3-3, when to play the 4-4-2 that we seen against LAFC the first in one of the first matches, which was a complete different lineup as well, bro.
Hmm.
Which was one thing that I wanted to talk about. We've seen three different formations with Chris Armas. One against LAFC, like I said, away game at LAFC, we played a 4-4-2. We've played a 4-2-3-1. We've played a 4-3-3, and I just feel like away we're is where Chris Armas may struggle more with finding the balance in his squad, because at least at home we know what to expect, Logan. We know that we're going to be pressing high. We're going to have constant pressure. We're going to wear the teams out. And come second half, when they're coming and the Rapids are attacking against the South Bank, you know what I mean? they're going to put even more pressure on,
Yeah,
more pressing. The intensity gets picked up. You know what I mean? So I know what to expect at home.
for
What
sure.
I don't know what to expect is out on the road. You
Yeah,
know,
and
and
we
so
saw some like last season. We saw some road master classes. I mean, I'm thinking with New York City FC, we played a that was the only game that we actually came out in a truly defined 4-4-2. And it's because their pitch is narrow, but
mm,
and that was a masterclass. It worked out great. Like Armis was very prepared. The team was very prepared going into that. And then we have like last year away at Austin on decision day, we get an equalizer early on. We take the lead, and then we fall apart in the
yeah,
88th minute and onward. Um, yeah, I mean, I when Frazier was our manager, we played a lot of a back five on the road or back three sometime, depending on
depending, yeah.
game scenario. And it was effective with the roster that he had in 2020 and 2021. And then when we got rid of some of those players or sold some of those players, he didn't adjust. And I really want Armis to find the adjustments that are necessary for different games and different away games. Because, I mean, playing away in the MLS is a lot more difficult than some other leagues in the world. You have a lot of travel, you have different pitches, different pitch sizes. Um,
Time zones. There's
yeah,
a bunch of
time zones. You
yeah,
have Seattle and turf, you
yeah,
got
yeah,
some,
yeah, 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 yeah. There's a bunch of factors, homie.
yes,
You go play in yeah, different environments, bro. The United States is not England where, all your like yeah, your different leagues, Premier League, all your clubs are right here. Bro, you could travel distances in between your two I tell my homies the derby with our derby is with Real Salt Lake, and my homies like, bro, there's a whole
mountain
region
range
of
between.
mountains in between you guys, bro. And I'm like, yeah, homie, but like that's what it is, homie. Like that makes it for a tougher environment. You know what I mean? Like that just makes it even that much more hectic, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, but
I mean, one of
yeah,
the keys to success in the MLS is getting draws on the road and winning on the road against weak teams. I mean, that's the difference between third place and seventh place in the final standings.
yeah, I agree, homie. But look, with all that being said, bro, what's up? Can I get a prediction? Can we get a prediction out here or no?
Well, you want a score prediction? I think we'll get a Navarro goal in early second half, and we'll slug out the 1-0 draw or 1-0 win.
Nice, nice.
How about you?
Um, yeah, I think bro, you know what, man? It's hard to say, but I think we're gonna go down. We'll go down. Um, they'll probably pick up an early goal, and we'll just probably struggle to get into it. And I think we'll probably nick a goal, somewhere. And yeah, a KG 1-1 for me. Um, but look, bro, like you said, anything really can happen. Anything really can happen. Um, I'm just gonna look for a key performance, bro, from the people you would expect, bro. Cole Bassett, who this season hasn't been good or great, honestly, homie. He hasn't been bad, but he just hasn't
I
been the
agree.
Cole Bassett that we would have been accustomed to seeing from
He's
last
not as
season.
effective.
Again,
He's not. He
yeah,
hasn't been as effective. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, but like I was gonna say again, he has been playing out of position a bit. And so I do want to see him, um because I was even watching the Elevate series this today from the Rapids on YouTube, and Cole was talking about how he wants to score more goals as well. He wants to break. He even said he wants to break 20 goal or double digit goals this season. Not 20. He said double digits.
Hmm.
And so that would be awesome, homie, to get that going from a midfielder. 10 goals. So if Cole Bassett could be key. Georgi Mihailovic on set pieces is definitely key, bro. If we could get any type of set piece from out, in and about the box right there where he's where Georgi Mihailovic is dangerous. We definitely need to try and expose that if we can. Um, so, and not only that, like I said, Josh Atencio, I'm gonna be looking for him to pick up that Cole Bassett role from last season and touch every blade of grass this game. And then Oliver Laraz, hopefully get a couple more assists, at least an assist in there. But I enjoy watching Laraz do all the stuff that goes unnoticed, bro. The behind the scenes type shit that comes with that midfield role that he's going to be
Yeah,
taking
and
on.
especially that 6 role for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Dude,
yeah, my
actually,
homie.
speaking of
Yeah.
away games in MLS, I think Laraz is somebody who plays consistently home and away. I
Oh,
don't
anyway,
think he's had any away blunders that I can remember, and I can remember some from other players. So
bro. Look,
look
like I
for
said,
Ollie Laraz on Saturday.
he's been statistically and even like on the sofa score, he's been our best player. He has been our best player on the pitch for these few couple of games that we've been able to see. Um, anything you wanted to add? Anything you want to say, homie? Anything you want to talk about?
Um, where are you watching the game on Saturday?
I was actually gonna ask you that behind the stage, bro, to see what, but I don't know, homie. I don't know, bro. I don't have Apple TV this season, or the MLS pass, so I don't know, homie. If I want to watch it, I either need to fork out the money to watch it, or fork out some money and go watch it somewhere and drink a beer or two.
Yeah. Well, I think C38's organizing a bar crawl before the game, and it's meeting up at Tight End, which is on Colfax. I've never been there. I think I'm going to come out to that. I got to work Saturday morning, but I'll probably pick up on the bar crawl when I'm off, maybe around 4 o'clock. So, and they got 2 crawls going from either side, either the west or the east, meeting at the watch party bar. So I will.
What's that one gonna end? What's the ultimate location?
It's called Tight End.
Oh, that's where they're gonna watch the game.
Yeah, and so I'm
Okay.
thinking. I guess I'll have to go see uh, who I know that's on either side. But you can RSVP. You can check out their. I don't know if it's on the website, but I've seen on the Facebook post. There's a link to RSVP, and you can see who's on the list for East and West already.
The tight end on call. You know what, bro? I'm not gonna lie, homie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna ask my daughter if she wants to watch the game, and if my daughter wants to watch the game with me, I'll fork out the money to get Apple Pay or get the
Yeah,
Apple TV and just probably do some carne asada or something like that, and
for
just
sure, brother. It's a
yeah,
good time
because
to get I think they have monthly subscription, right? So you'll get 3 games out of it, I think, for 1 month
I
right
don't know.
now.
I gotta look into that. I'm definitely gonna look into that. But uh, I can't deny my daughter. If she wants to watch the Pids, bro, then I'm gonna do that. But if
Of
she
course,
doesn't
man.
want to do that, I'll go spend time with my homies. Guaranteed, homie, guaranteed. That's yeah, bro. Uh, Bro, I just want to say I appreciate you taking some time to kick it with me, homie. I'm gonna be doing this on a weekly basis. You are more than welcome to join whenever you want to. It's just gonna be the same stuff like this. And big up my homie Crash. Hey, bro, pleasure meeting you the other day. I was telling you we were just talking about my daughter. I met with the homie uh at the stadium, but it was kind of just like ships in the night, just kind of just had to pass by. But thank you for stopping by, bro. I was just telling Logan I want to do a stream every week, either Wednesday or Thursday around this time of night, just a nice kickback with the homies type not professional, but still keeping it pitties, you know
Sure,
what I mean,
man.
my homie.
Well, cheers. Thanks for the invite, and I'll be on throughout the season, I'm sure, and we'll have to get some other homies in here. Uh, yeah, we'll have to get some other homies
Yeah,
after.
I'll figure out. yeah, this was like we're just dipping our toes into it right now. You know what I mean? At least I am, and we're figuring out how to do that. But I will start sending out the link like I did to you to the homies in the C38 Discord and shit like that. And just, I mean, I think we could get up to like 8, 10 people in this motherfucker just chilling. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
for
so,
sure.
um, we just I just got to figure out how to do it. You know what I mean? And a perfect and I guess a good mix. You know, I want like I said, I want to do it a review and a preview. So I think a midweek show will be good. But yeah, my homies, you guys know where to catch us if you want anything Rapids. I appreciate everybody that stops by to watch the match day vlogs. That I feel like I'm going in a different direction with them, but I just I want to showcase more how it is with you guys. I want to showcase how it is more with the homies. Uh, being involved with the crowd there, you know what I mean? And I'm glad I'm able to show that. And not only that, I'm glad now I'm able to do something like this. And I'm just glad to have this platform to do that. So big up to everybody that's joined. Big up to everybody that's watched this. If you're watching this on replay, don't forget to smash a like. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And not only is it come on you Spurs, it's also up the
Up
fucking
Pids.
pits. Let's go, my homies. We'll catch you on the next one. Be safe.
Cheers.